guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing this card. This is for Yasmin's hop that she's organized, which is for teen self-esteem awareness. So I'm going to be taking some basics. Everything I use will be linked in my description. The stamp I used is kind of a copy. I didn't know it was a copy when I bought it. You know, I bought it off a person who was selling them on Facebook and eBay, and realistically that's my own fault. I should have looked into it, but I didn't. So this is the EIKO GIRL, or a copy of it. So I link down below the real version of this so you can go and grab it. And the sentiment I'm using is "You Are So Loved," which is by the Colorado craft company from the set Perfume Bouquet. So like I said, everything I used is linked in my description. So I'm just going to stamp that using my Tuxedo black ink, and I'm using a 4x4 inch card. And basically, Yasmin asked me if I would want to join this hop, and it was kind of late when I joined it, so like I am the last person on the list. So I will link her Instagram down below. Also, I will leave all the information over on my Instagram, so you guys can go and check that out. Like I said, when she asked me to do this, I had no idea what to do. But in a way, self-esteem is something that I think a lot of people lack, me included. Like, I don't have confidence in myself whatsoever, so you will sometimes see me downgrade myself when I do something I don't think it's good enough. And in a way, it's not something that's necessarily bad, but it's not something really that's great either. Like, you should always be proud of something that you accomplish, especially if you've taken your time to try and do something. So, you know, there's a lot that everybody could learn, and self-love is probably one of the most things that everybody needs to do more of. So I have a little bit of advice for any parents out there or anybody who's actually struggling with self-esteem. So the first thing is be affectionate. Like, a small note or a small smile just goes a long way. So just show somebody, you know, that just a small little thing, like just when somebody smiles at you, you automatically smile back, and it's just something that lightens your mood a little bit. You know, like they must be happy, or they're just showing some comfort to me. The next one is to nurture your own self-esteem. You know, be your own role model. Take note that how many negative effects, you know, your outlook. Focus on your own strengths and ask for help when you need it is something that you really need to try. You know, don't always rely on everybody else to make you feel better, because sometimes it's ourself that is actually tearing us down. Help set realistic benefits. So identify what you declare as perfection, because not everything's perfect. You know, nothing physically or academically. You know, everything is obtainable. You know, you can always build up or learn to a certain ability, so just take it one step at a time is my advice. Have a loving home is definitely something that needs to be part of self-esteem. So, you know, everybody needs a safe place, and once the environment is open and, you know, it helps, it can really change the way things are. So like when I was growing up, my home wasn't really my safety spot. My safety spot was more outdoors on my own, because like my family would fight all the time, and basically I was surrounding myself by negative things, and that really pushes you towards having really low self-esteem. So I guess my point is, find somewhere where you feel safe, and hopefully it is your home. Next one is give positive feedback. So when everything goes wrong, you know, think of your strengths in that situation more than your weaknesses, and then your actions that show honesty or remorse, or, you know, anything like that. Don't unpraise it. Just be happy that you accomplished a small thing. It doesn't have to be something major. You can benefit from many things. Like the other day, I literally helped by holding a door open, and that made me feel better about the day, you know? So it's something small that could make something change. Also, guys, I just realized that I'm not even telling you what I'm doing, but I hope it's self-explanatory. So I just colored that in, and I'm just taking some LULU lavender ink with some matte textured paste, and I'm just going to use that with the stencil. It's pretty self-explanatory, so I hope I don't have to explain any of that. And then my last thing is to encourage yourself. So, you know, everybody is involved with different experiences, and it's a win or fail attitude, and, you know, not everybody succeeds in everything, so just be normal, I guess, is the point. Maybe just try and be something that you can be proud of. It doesn't matter what everybody else thinks, you know, it's self-judgment that changes self-esteem. So, you know, don't take everything to heart when somebody is mad at you, because most of the time, a lot of things are said out of anger. You know, so give it a couple of days to cool off and then maybe try again. I feel like I didn't make any sense there, sorry guys. But yeah. So that's pretty much all my tips I guess I have. I mean, there's a lot you could do. What else is there? I think you have to grow your own mindset. Like, you know, you're in charge of how smart you are, you know, you're in charge of how you achieve anything or what effort you put in and what strategies you take. So when you fail or make a mistake, it's a great thing because you learn from it and you can get better with it. So I guess definitely don't always take failing or, you know, something that doesn't work out right for you. Like, I made a card a while back, which was a watercoloring card. I've never done watercoloring before in my life, and because I didn't know what I was physically doing, I screwed it up 6 times, and I did get frustrated with it, but I didn't quit until I got it right. So my advice is keep going, keep trying, because the more times you try, the more things you actually learn. And the thing I learned from this was to write down a step-by-step guide, so the next time I come to do it, I can look back at it and I can just redo it, and it will work the first time. So yeah, that's definitely something else. So make sure you guys go and follow my Instagram. Go and follow Yasmin, because everything about this hop, and there is a giveaway, I believe. I'm not entirely sure. I'm part of 3 hops, so it's kind of confusing. So go and check out on Yasmin's Instagram. It'll be linked under my Instagram. And that's it. So I'm just scraping off the excess, as you can see, and I'm just going to clean up my work surface, because that's the last thing you need, is to have this paste staying on your glass top. And then I'm bringing in some sugar plum jewel mix, and I'm just going to adhere that with the multi-matte medium. I didn't really know what to do for this card, like I said, because this kind of reminds me of the anti-bullying card that I did, and again, it's not something that's an easy subject to think of anything. Like most cards, you know, you don't really see anything for these kind of times. Like, if you think about it, everything on a card is mostly like a positive thing. So it's like birthdays, congratulations, wedding day, you know, a new home, new job, happy retirement. It's always something positive. And there's only one thing that I can ever think of which comes in a card, and that is sympathy for when somebody loses somebody. You know, there's no card saying, oh, you lost your job. You know, there's nothing like that. So I guess some people, whoever designed the stamps and stuff, they don't really take this stuff into consideration. I mean, I've only just found something for Remembrance Day, and like Remembrance Day is something that isn't positive, but it isn't negative either, you know, and it's kind of hard to find anything for that. So I hope people, you know, are taking into consideration, like, whatever people are doing on YouTube or, you know, Instagram or the Facebook groups that are crafters. I hope people like who design stamps are looking at these and saying, oh, well, this is what people want. You know, a lot of people are talking about this subject. Maybe we should design something. And hopefully that changes the way people look at things. And yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you are subscribed. Hit that like button. Let me know down in the comments what your experience is with your self-esteem. And go and follow Yasmin for the extra information. But other than that, I will see you in my next video, guys. Stay safe and happy crafting!